This mega project that has not only left American engineers utterly shocked, but has also set the world abuzz with excitement. In a world where progress is racing at an unprecedented pace, where innovation knows no bounds, China has dropped a bombshell, a staggering $980 billion mega project that has redefined the very essence of engineering excellence. We have analyzed most of the world's famous and significant projects and selected the best ones for you. They are all highly visible and impressed with their scale and size. Let's take a closer look at the most expensive projects in the world.
Yes!
In ancient times, the Great Silk Road was the most expensive trade route in the world, facilitating the transportation of goods from China to Europe. Now, in order to strengthen its already powerful economy, China has decided to invest $1 trillion in the development of the new Silk Road. The project is expected to be completed in 2050 and will include more than 7,000 different infrastructure projects in 64 countries in Asia, Europe, and Africa. This idea was proposed in 2013 and has since become a centerpiece of China's foreign policy. The Celestial Empire will not only strengthen its position in the global market, but also establish relations with those countries that plan to invest in the Silk Road construction. In addition to roads, the project includes the construction of skyscrapers, sports, railways, airports, and dams. If this project succeeds, it may well change the face of world trade and make China an absolute leader. Great Seto Bridge is the world's longest double-deck bridge system, a true marvel of engineering and architecture. It is so large that it can be seen from space, and its construction took a whole decade. The project consists of a system of 11 bridges 13 kilometers long that connects two Japanese islands of Honshu and Shikoku across the Seto Inland Sea. The bridge was built in 1998 with one level for trains and another for cars, and is designed for bike lanes, pedestrian routes, and even has the ability of being modified for high-speed trains in the future. Construction of the main Seto Bridge began in 1978 and lasted just under a decade, involving over 50,000 people with 17 fatalities during its construction. The total cost of the whole project, which includes the entire system of 11 bridges, cost Japan $75 billion. The impressive scale and complexity of the Seto Bridge project demonstrates Japan's engineering skills and commitment to sustainable and efficient transportation systems. This project was supposed to connect major cities such as San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, and Sacramento by connecting 300 kilometers with a single line. The project was launched in 2008, promising completion by 2016, but it turned out to be so costly and time-consuming that the deadline was pushed to 2033.
This is truly a California project bringing us together today. Thank you very much.
There is a high probability of its closure during the construction phase, as the $77 billion invested is not enough, and the prices for raw materials and labor are growing every day. The California High-Speed Rail Authority estimates that 90 to 100 million passengers will be able to use the network after its completion. Al Maktoum International Airport was opened in 2010, but it is still under construction with final completion scheduled for 2027. But at time, Al Maktoum promises to be the largest airport in the world with the planned capacity of Dubai. Al Maktoum Airport will exceed 220 million passengers, making it the largest airport not only in Dubai but also in the whole world. The airport covers an area of approximately 5 square kilometers, and the transport hub itself resembles a small city with streets, shops, hotels, restaurants, and tour services. Particularly costly was the construction of railway tracks that connect the terminals and save time for passengers. There are also plans to transfer the main United Arab Emirates airline to Al Maktoum by 2025. The cost of building the airport has now exceeded $82 billion. This futuristic dream city is being built on 4 artificial islands, which is expected to be built by 2040, while analysts predict it could face the fate of other ghost cities around the world. The country's authorities are looking to the future with hope and continue erecting skyscrapers, constructing bridges and roads. The city's main attraction will be an abundant greenery, reminiscent of a forest designed for 700,000 people. The city will be located on reclaimed land between Malaysia and Singapore, featuring office buildings, residential areas, parks, hotels, shopping centers, and an international university. The city is organized around a central public space, a rainforest valley surrounded by man-made waterfalls, serving as a visual reminder that the city is essentially a three-dimensional ecosystem next to a green park. There will be landscape buildings with hanging gardens and rooftop pools with gardens. These iconic towers will house apartments, hotels, retail shops, and commercial spaces. As for transportation, the plan includes metros and monorails on elevated tracks. The estimated cost of the project is $100 billion. This is the largest mosque in the world and the center of all Muslims, in the courtyard of which stands the Kaaba, the main shrine of Islam. The first mosque on this site was built in the 1st century, but then it was remodeled and enlarged several times. The latest reconstruction took place from 2007 to 2015, with the funds being used to construct additional minaret gates and buildings. To the north and east of the courtyard lie two small hills called Al-Safa and Al-Marwa, which are also part of the Muslim pilgrimage ritual. The total area of the Al-Hara Mosque is approximately 356,000 square feet, and it can accommodate up to 4 million people. The total cost of the shrine, with all the reconstructions, renovations, and additional facilities, amounted to a staggering $100 billion. The city is promised to be built and put into operation in 25 years. By that time, it will become a modern business and tourist center in the style of the New East, with numerous skyscrapers, towers, entertainment, and economic centers, as well as a desert reserve. The city will occupy an area of 250 square kilometers, designed to accommodate 700,000 people. The project is divided into 4 stages, and currently the coastline is being actively developed in order to start receiving the first tourists and support funding. Since Kuwait is geographically one of the smallest countries, and most of it is covered by the Arabian Desert, the country is not an obvious candidate for the most radical and expensive construction project in the region. However, Kuwait ranks 5th in the world in terms of GDP per capita, as it is a country with large oil reserves and a rapidly growing economy. The total investment in the project amounted to $132 billion. The International Space Station is one of the most remarkable projects of the 21st century. It has been in operation for over 20 years, serving as a temporary home for many astronauts determined to exploring the depths of space, located at an altitude of over 400 kilometers. The ISS is a massive structure consisting of modules provided by various countries. The station is constantly being improved, which is why its cost is increasing. As of 2022, the cost of the ISS is $165 billion. The mass of the station is 420 tons, and its length exceeds 100 meters. The construction is so huge that it can be seen from Earth with the naked eye. However, by 2031, it will be sunk in the Pacific Ocean. NEOM is the ambitious plan of Saudi Arabia to develop the northwest region of the country as part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030. The NEOM project aims to achieve exceptional livability, thriving businesses, and reinventing conservation in line with Saudi Vision 2030. NEOM is the brainchild of the kingdom's crown prince, 37-year-old Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud, which he unveiled in 2017. According to the princess plans, NEOM will be the embodiment of a new society and a center of international innovations. Initially, the cost of NEOM was estimated at $500 billion, and it was planned that most of the funds would be raised through investments over time. The cost of the project will increase due to its ambitiousness and scale. As part of the future city of NEOM, the world's first horizontal skyscraper will be built in Saudi Arabia. The Line project essentially represents a smart city unparalleled in the world. There are cities in Turkey that have existed for hundreds of years, but despite their historical value, they pose a problem for the residents because the old buildings do not meet the needs of modern people. The Turkish government has allocated a huge amount of money for the reconstruction of several cities in order to not only preserve their historical appearance and cultural significance, but also to make them more comfortable for residents and tourists. The project is continuously progressing, with builders completing around 500 properties each year. This is the most complex transportation system in the world, dating back to the 1950s. It was designed to connect all states with a single network and provide reliable access even to such remote parts of the country as Hawaii or Alaska. The network was officially completed in 1992, but continuous investments were made to construct additional highways and bypass roads. Write in the comments which of these modern mega projects impressed you the most. I am sure you're going to love to watch our video about the proposed 7 trillion man-made mountain on our channel. Make sure to subscribe to us and never miss our amazing videos like this. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned.